Welcome to today's demo. Today I'm going to record a short video to welcome Permaculture in Africa members. These are members who have joined us from the African continent or have connections to the African continent. And in this short video, I'm going to explain how to find yourself around the forum, the new community space for the CoLab, and how to find specifically posts that are aimed at people who are in Africa, connected with the African continent. So let me get started. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to assume that you're already in the space. So if you are not yet, you're going to go to community.perma.art and you should already have your invite. If you haven't got it and you haven't got an account yet, you need to go to www.perma.earth and then click on Become a Member in the menu and follow the instructions there in order to get here. So I'm going to assume you're already here. I'm going to assume that your profile is already up to date. I'm going to show you. So if you click on the little icon here, top right corner, and then you click on your little account button and click preferences, you have basically updated your profile picture, included your email addresses, and completed your profile as best as you can. I'm going to assume you've already done that. I'm also going to assume that you have gone to the Everybody and that you have read the About Everybody category. There's also a welcome post here, welcome to the CoLab post, which gives you in detail information about how to get started into the space, including introducing yourself, booking an onboarding call, and getting to know the community and how you can contribute. For this, if you're watching this very close to when it's recorded, then there's also tours of the space, and there will be a recorded tour. If the tours are no longer happening, there will be a recording, and this video will link to those recordings, so you can also watch that. An onboarding call is important so that you are a full member of the CoLab, and once you have completed the onboarding call, you can enjoy full CoLab membership, including joining circles, projects, and working groups, applying for paid work opportunities, have a free webpage for your grassroots project, there's free training, and so on and so forth. The onboarding call is usually 1 hour, and you can book in advance, basically by going through this. Remember, this is in the Everybody channel on the post that is Welcome to the International Permaculture Collaborative Laboratory. So assuming you have done all of that, and you will do this when you get to this video, I'm going to show you some quick ways to get started with sharing information about your project, connecting with other people in Africa and on the platform, and participating more and engaging with us. So I'm always going to click on the logo if I want to go back to the main view, which is the most important. And you will see that as part of the process, like I said, right, you have read the welcome post. There is an introduction, so you can introduce yourself here. Here you can see some of the members that have already done it. Once you have introduced yourself, then people will start welcoming you, and you can head over to the permaculture around the world section, which is right here. And just under that, there is permaculture in Africa. So you can click this. And in this, you can find about permaculture in Africa circle that basically explains to you what the circle does and what it's for, the vision, mission, and aims, who the members are, and so on. There's also a section for resources for permaculture in Africa, which has been collated by Vida and myself and other members of the circle. You find that under Permaculture in Africa. And the welcome and introduction. So this is where we want to get to know you a little bit more. You can share more about your projects, basically to get to know more permaculturists in Africa. Maybe tell us where you're based, if you're a member of any organization or anything like this. So to reiterate, you click on the logo to go back to the main page. you're going to look at permaculture around the world and permaculture in Africa. And here you can start also new topics. So if you have a discussion that you want to talk about, if you want to talk about, I don't know, some way of organizing things, or if you're organizing an event, or if you want to share with us some resources or some technique that you're using, if you want to connect with people in your area, you can start a new topic here. Simply put in a title. There's also some optional tags here. You can see that there's some examples. So if you're organizing an event, then you would pick event, and so on and so forth. Don't worry that you get things wrong. You know, we're all learning here together. If you get something wrong, someone will correct you and help you fix it. Once you finished with your topic, you press create topic, and it will be created here under the permaculture in Africa subcategory. If you want to make sure that you're creating it in the correct place, there's this little drop down here, and it will tell you exactly what you're doing. So I'm creating something, a new topic, under permaculture around the world, permaculture in Africa. Good. That's how you do that. So remember, to get back to the main page, I'm going to click on the logo. And if I want to go to permaculture in Africa, I just want to click here on the subcategory. Now let's talk about something else. So let's say you want to look for resources specifically to the African continent. So here on tags at the very top, there's categories, which you can pick from, and there's tags. I'm going to address tags. I'm going to use the Africa tag here, and you can see that there's 7 posts that are relevant to Africa, and these are in different places. So for example, you can see there's a funding opportunity that's relevant to people in Africa. There is a scholarship, there's an event, and there's also a job there. I think that this is a funding opportunity. So as we go forward, there will be more and more posts that are tagged Africa, right? And these are specifically targeted for people who are on the African continent. There could be in the future also other tags that are relevant to specific countries. For example, a tag for Malawi would only show then stuff that's relevant to Malawi. Anyone can create tags and they append them to their topic. So please be responsible when you use tags. Make sure that you're spelling them correctly and that you're appending the correct tags to the correct post. If you're not sure, then don't make any tags. That's not a problem. And you can ask, and I'll show you where to do that, how to, or which tags should be appropriate for what you're proposing. As you can see here, there's different ones. This indicates, for example, that this is an event specifically targeted for Africa, and it's free to attend. This one says it's Africa funding women and youth, so it tells you a little bit what covers. And to see that topic, you will simply click on it, and it opens here, and you can read it. If you like it, you can always use reactions, and if you want to reply, you simply scroll to the bottom, hit the reply, and you can reply. Okay? So once more, to find the tags, I'm going to click on the logo, I'm going to click on the tag, and I'm going to type in the tag that I want, in this case, Africa. You can also, if you're interested in other tags, for example, resources, because resources are not necessarily specific to Africa, but they might be still useful for you. You just use the tag resources, and you can see here we have about 40 posts with resources that have been posted so far in the forum, and I'm sure there will be more by the time you watch this video. So this is how to use tags. You can also change the tag. So for example, if you're looking for paid opportunities, you click paid and it filters. And so on and so forth. Outreach, for example. Good. So we go back always on the main view. And if you like a certain kind of, let's say you want to know every time that there's a new resource, I want to be notified, then I'm gonna click on tags resources, and here at the top you see there's a little bell. You can press that and select watching, And that will send me a notification every time someone posts a resource with this tag, with someone posts something with a tag resources, right? So that I know. And you can do this also for Africa. You simply go on tag Africa here, you hit the bell and you click watching. And that will send me a notification every time there's a new post with the tag Africa. Okay. So I think that covers it. If you have any questions, or if you cannot find something, or you want to give some feedback on the space, or if you want us, for example, to create new groups, specifically if you have a group of people from Malawi who are joining and you want a private space for those people to talk, or even a public space, you can also request, talk to us here on Community Space Help and Feedback, and start a new topic with your question, and we will respond to you. There's also different demos here that are available for you, so you can watch other demos on how to do things. And if it says here, looking for a how-to and cannot find it, then simply click on that. You can also reply to this topic and say, listen, I cannot find how I do this or how I do that, and we will get back to you. This is all for this short demo. I hope that you enjoy being here in the space. You can always contact the Welcome Circle if you have problems and you want to meet with someone to talk about them. We hope to see you at the onboarding calls and the guided tours that we have. And we're looking forward to your contributions. You don't need to ask anyone's permission to post on the forum, so you can go ahead and do that. And please share with us everything that you have brought. The space is made rich by you being here and by exchanging information, not only consuming information, but also sharing with other people the richness and learnings that you bring with you.